Hello, my latest French Cleat project is a tool mount that holds my DeWalt leaf blower so that you can grab it and use it immediately. The DeWalt leaf blower is a long tool that has a built-in hanger on it so that you can hang it facing straight down. But I've built the French Cleat mounts in my shop so that you can grab the tool and use it immediately the way you're going to hold it. Grab and go. So this French Cleat mount will be like my other French Cleat mounts and hold the tool vertically so that you can grab it and go. This video is part of a French Cleat series where I show you how I build all these French Cleat mounts I use in my shop. All my tools are set up so I can grab them and go immediately, and I can show you how to do it. But right now, let's build one for this.
The first step is to cut the backer board from any thickness of plywood, but to these dimensions. Then cut the shelf from any scrap you happen to have laying around. The shelf is glued 8 inches from the bottom, and you can see I've put a line here so that I can center it. Note also that I've already drilled 3 holes that will be used for support screws later.
The next day.
Now that the glue is dry, I can flip the board over and put the 3 screws into the shelf without the shelf moving around. The glue holds everything in place and the screws are right where I want them to be. No muss, no fuss.
Is this cheating? Yes. Yes, it is.
With the screws and glue in place, the shelf is now strong enough to support the full weight of the leaf blower. But the leaf blower moves around, so I'm going to make a clip on the bottom out of some scrap pieces to hold that base where I want it. As with most things French Cleat in my shop, I'm making the clip out of scraps I found laying around. A little bit of glue to hold the clip together, and then a little bit of glue to hold the clip to the bottom of the board to engage the base of the leaf blower, and we're ready to go. The last construction step is to put the French Cleat itself on the top of the board. This will hold everything in place. I'm clamping it to make sure it's strong enough to hold the leaf blower. To test layout and fit, I'm going to use my portable French Cleat wall. If you've been to Dragon Con, you've probably seen me with this at various panels that I have where I talk about small shops and French Cleats.
The basic mount is done, so I'll hang it on the wall. The leaf blower is a pretty long tool. That means that our leaf blower mount is 38 inches tall. It holds it pretty securely. Everything's where it should be, but there's only one French Cleat holding the top, so when I lift this off, I can take the whole mount with me. We don't want that to happen. So because this is a long mount, we're going to put a second French Cleat on here and make it so that this will stay in put no matter what we do with the leaf blower. My French Cleat mounts are spaced at 3 inches.
3 shall be the number thou shalt count, and the number of the counting shall be 3.
But precision isn't necessarily how the French Cleat walls were laid out here. They're pretty close to 3 inches, but not necessarily exact.
5 is right out.
So I'm going to drill a 1/2 inch hole for my French Cleat bottom mount so that it can move up and down a little bit.
First, I have to figure out where that bottom French Cleat is going to go, generally speaking. So I mark it off and then drill my holes.
Our bottom French Cleat is ready to go with the countersunk holes here. So all we got to do is put the 2 screws into their countersunk holes and drive them home. Now the back is flush, so it'll work really well against our French Cleat wall. And the front has the studs coming out. Let me show you how that works. That second cleat makes this mount really secure. It's not pulling away from the wall anymore, but we can still lift it. So take a small piece of wood, scrap, and just put it here in the gap. Now with the second French Cleat and the lock down below, it'll hold our gigantic leaf blower quite securely. And if I try to lift it up, it's not coming off the board.
And finally, a sticker. This sticker adds 10 horsepower to the leaf blower.
Well, that's it for the leaf blower French Cleat mount. Now I'm going to move this onto my wall and build something else on my portable French Cleat mount here in the shop. If you like this sort of thing, check out my other French Cleat videos or the other videos where I make stuff. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.